I'm Steve Brown, an artificial intelligence-generated actor, and welcome to this documentary created by the AI educator, Dan Fitzpatrick. We will delve into the new document, Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Teaching and Learning, issued by the U.S. Government's Department of Education. The document serves as guidance for schools, colleges, and universities that are on the brink of integrating generative artificial intelligence into their educational models. What makes this document impressive is its emphasis on keeping the human at the epicenter of this technological revolution. As we march towards a future powered by AI, we must remember that these tools should serve us rather than replace us. The essence of learning, the human interaction, the bonds we form, and the personalized nature of teaching, all these have to be preserved even as we streamline and optimize the educational process. The document takes a hard look at the critical concerns surrounding safety and equity in the use of AI. This is an essential conversation in an era where data privacy and equal access to technology are paramount. While AI has the potential to democratize education, it is imperative that this does not come at the cost of safety or inclusivity. We must also recognize and mitigate the biases that AI brings to the table. These biases, often a reflection of the data used to train these AI systems, need to be addressed head-on to ensure that our education system remains fair and unbiased. The document's exploration of this area underscores the importance of vigilance in the face of such biases. One aspect that I particularly appreciate about this guidance document is the focus on the need for teacher professional development in AI. After all, teachers are the ultimate facilitators of learning. As AI becomes prevalent in education, it is of utmost importance that teachers are equipped to handle this transformation. However, as great a guidance document as this is, it is my opinion that it might be playing catch-up with the blistering pace of technological advancement. Greg Brockman, the co-founder of OpenAI, creator of ChatGPT, aptly mentioned that by this time next year, the AI we have now will seem quaint and antiquated. This document's primary focus is on using AI to optimize the current education system, but it doesn't entirely tackle how this technology will disrupt the education landscape.
The AI educator, Dan Fitzpatrick, is committed to training teachers and helping guide leaders through the AI revolution. That's why he wrote the best-selling book, The AI Classroom, the ultimate guide to artificial intelligence in education. He has brought over 15,000 teachers together in the AI Classroom Facebook group and shares ideas and guidance in his weekly newsletter, which can be found at theaieducator.io. If you are looking for AI tools to help you in your classroom, then his tools repository can be found at aieducator.tools. Follow him on LinkedIn and Twitter to stay up to date.
The future of education is not about making incremental improvements to the existing system. It's about disruption, reimagining, and rebuilding educational options that are fit for the world we live in today, and the world our children will inherit tomorrow, not the world of yesterday. Now, without further ado, let's explore the document Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Teaching and Learning. To help us dissect and discuss this exciting document, I'd like to introduce two AI-generated actors, Susanna and James. They'll take us on a deep dive into this document. Let's get started.
In this era of rapid technological advancement, there's an intense focus on the application of artificial intelligence in various sectors, including education. The U.S. Department of Education is an entity keenly invested in this arena, seeking to explore and amplify the potential of AI in education.
This report is a response to the escalating interest in artificial intelligence within the education system. It addresses the promises and potential pitfalls that accompany this technology, offering a blueprint for navigating them. It's crucial to consider AI in education now, as it holds the potential to achieve educational priorities at scale and reduced costs. However, the potential risks, such as potential surveillance issues, algorithmic biases, and the task of proving effectiveness, demand immediate attention.
AI is revolutionizing education with features that enable the creation of new content forms, hence driving an urgent need for policies to ensure its fay. These policies should factor in existing legal frameworks, such as the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, and the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA. They should also ensure that AI supports improved learning outcomes while safeguarding human judgment. Interestingly, the concept of AI, with humans in the loop, is highlighted as crucial. This human in the loop concept aligns with broader discussions on human-centered AI, responsible AI, and AI for social good. There's an understanding that AI in education can either exacerbate disparities or decrease them depending on the approach. Therefore, a focus on eliminating biases in AI design and use is critical to dismantle barriers for underserved communities. The report insists that the transparency of AI models their alignment with learning goals, and the privacy and security of data are non-negotiables. Additionally, it's necessary to evaluate the effect technologies on equity for students to ensure that these technologies advance equity rather than undermine it. Looking at AI from different perspectives, we see that it can serve as an augmentation tool, enhancing human reasoning and cognitive performance. The report introduces the concept of an AI model, an approximation of reality useful for recognizing patterns, making predictions, and analyzing alternative decisions. With its advanced modeling capabilities, allows for more natural forms of interaction, paving the way for more human-like experiences during teaching and learning. This enhances the possibilities for interaction on edtech platforms, making human-computer interactions akin to human interactions.
The future applications of AI in education are broad and exciting. For instance, AI tools could enhance personalized learning experiences, assist with student homework, serve as teaching assistants, aid teachers in managing complex classroom routines, and even partner in collaborative student assignments. However, despite the endless possibilities of AI, human involvement remains a crucial element in education. AI lacks the broader qualities of contextual judgment inherent in humans, which means that humans must maintain responsibility for significant educational decisions, student health, safety, and the creation of a more equitable and just society. The report further discusses the department's EdTech vision, where students are seen as active learners, with technology providing helpful scaffolding and timely feedback. However, despite the rapid progress of AI, it's important to recognize that AI models, like large language models, still have limitations. They are brittle, lack common sense judgment, and might perform poorly when contexts change. Therefore, keeping humans in the loop is critical to offset the unexpected ways these models might falter. Intelligent tutoring systems, a type of AI-enabled technology, is highlighted as an example of how AI can provide adaptivity at a granular level. Encouragingly, there's rising interest in AI among educators due to its potential to significantly enhance teaching and learning. For example, AI can aid students with disabilities through speech recognition and provide teachers with smart tools for lesson planning and adaptation. However, as much as we embrace the prospects, we must also acknowledge and address risks such as data privacy, security, and the unwanted amplification of biases. Here's why it's critical we address AI in education immediately. Firstly, AI has the capacity to help accomplish educational objectives more efficiently on a larger scale and at a reduced cost. Secondly, urgency is demanded by the risks and concerns surrounding AI. In education, such as surveillance risks, potential discrimination due to algorithmic bias, and the challenge of proving efficacy. Lastly, the enormous scale of possible unintended or unexpected consequences of AI in education also warrants immediate attention. We are in an era where investment in AI is accelerating, and there's an increased focus on the ethics, fairness, and transparency of AI. Therefore, we need policies in place. When shaping these policies, it's essential we consider existing frameworks and laws, like the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. The goal is to develop policies that ensure the fair and effective use of AI in education, weighing potential risks and benefits.
AI. Technology is advancing rapidly with new features for generating images and text altering how we create content. There are multiple concepts and frameworks for ethical AI, but a clear need exists for guidelines to ensure the safe and equitable use of AI. In education, policies should leverage AI to improve learning outcomes while protecting human judgment. The quality of underlying data in AI models should be scrutinized for FAI. Models should be scrutinized for FAI and unbiased pattern recognition and decision. Moreover, the effects of AI. Technologies on equity for students should be evaluated and measures put in place to safeguard and advance equity. This report, a guide for making educational decisions with a particular emphasis on AI, in teaching and learning focuses primarily on K-12 education. It seeks to answer two MAI on questions about the role of automation in education and the development of guidelines and GORA. The report stands on four key foundations for ethical AI. In education, centering people, advancing equity, ensuring safety, ethics, and effectiveness, and promoting transparency. AI, an umbrella term for a set of modeling capabilities used in automation, has several perspectives. It can perform tasks usually requiring human intelligence, such as visual perception and natural language processing. It can also identify patterns and act independently towards a set goal, impacting educational processes. Furthermore, AI can be viewed as a tool for augmenting human activities rather than replacing them. AI in education is being increasingly used to enhance personalized learning experiences. In the future, it could be utilized to assist with student homework, serve as teaching assistants, AID teachers in managing complex classroom routines, and act as a partner in collaborative student assignments. But despite these advancements, AI should not replace teachers or educational leaders, but rather complement their roles in student learning. The department's EdTech vision advocates for students as active learners, using visualizations to advance their understanding and leveraging technology to provide helpful scaffolding and timely feedback. AI is used in EdTech to support various learning principles, such as tutoring for math problems and facilitating effective student teamwork. However, despite advances, models have limitations. Hence, keeping humans in the loop is critical to mitigate unexpected issues. Intelligent tutoring systems. It's a type of AI. Enable technology incorporate models of how human experts solve mathematical problems to provide step-by-step feedback to students. While their initial limitation was focusing on logical or mathematical problems and neglecting other aspects of human learning, recent advancements are addressing this by incorporating AI. Tools to assess students' socio-emotional states
to ensure safety, ethics, and effectiveness in the use of AI. In education, a set of guidelines is crucial. For instance, AI technology developers should follow responsible AI practices, including prioritizing safety and user welfare, committing to transparency and openness, avoiding deception, and embracing inclusivity. educational institutions must provide regular training to teachers to effectively use AI tools, and regulatory bodies must conduct regular assessments of AI applications in schools. As part of its mandate to promote transparency, the department encourages disclosing details about how AI models are trained and used and what their limitations are. This includes being transparent about the data used to train the models, their purpose, how they work, how their decisions are reviewed, and who is accountable for their performance. This transparency should also extend to the broader community, including parents and students. AI in education can also help advance equity. AI algorithms can be designed to recognize and minimize bias, ensuring that all students, regardless of their background, have equal access to quality education. Additionally, AI can help bridge the digital divide by providing personalized learning experiences for students who lack access to quality teaching resources.
Artificial intelligence has the power to transform the world of teaching, playing a significant role in easing the burden on educators, allowing them to focus on the heart of their work, their students. This technology isn't bound by time or space, providing a form of continuous support that can extend beyond the hours teachers can provide while delivering on their educational intent. AI doesn't merely act as a support tool, but also aids in the professional development of teachers. It can recommend areas of focus, calculate complex metrics, and simulate real-life teaching scenarios for practice. However, we must acknowledge the gaps in pre-service teacher education, which often lacks sufficient instruction in technology integration. This is where professional development comes into play, equipping both pre-service and in-service teachers to use AI effectively and understand the associated risks. AI has immense potential in lesson planning and adaptation of resources, especially for students with individualized education plans, IEPs, or 504 plans. By streamlining coordination, AI can reduce the time-consuming nature of these tasks. Furthermore, AI can assist teachers in identifying patterns in student behavior and suggest potential responses, potentially enhancing communication between teachers and students about individual strengths and needs. However, teachers play a pivotal role in the selection and evaluation of these technologies for classroom use. The introduction of AI brings new issues to the fore, including bias and algorithmic discrimination, necessitating an informed and vigilant teaching force. This technology, though powerful, isn't without its challenges. We need to strike a balance between human and AI decision-making, ensuring that the tasks delegated to AI are done cautiously and judiciously.
While AI can significantly enhance teaching practices, we have several challenges to overcome. Human decision-making, humans a vital part of the educational process. Equity concerns need careful consideration, particularly with regards to representing student diversity and avoiding algorithmic discrimination. Teacher education programs need to incorporate technology instruction, focusing on the safe and effective use of formative assessments are a key part of education technology with both AI, and these assessments focused on detecting patterns and planning future courses of action that cater to learners' strengths and needs. Even automated essay scoring technologies can save teachers time, providing regular feedback on student essays and offering more equitable support to students. However, these technologies are not without their limitations and should support, not replace, high-quality human-led processes. When considering the role of AI in education, we must also consider broader contexts beyond just technical challenges. The research and development community is now focusing on creating more adaptive, context-sensitive solutions and considering less common and culturally specific contexts. This shift recognizes the importance of the long tail of learner variability, focusing on the diversity of strengths and needs in students. Moreover, we should aim to include students, teachers, and other educational constituents more centrally in the design and development of AI. In education, greater AI literacy for teachers can also help harness AI in innovative ways and protect educators and students. Connecting this with public policy, it is essential that the development of AI for education aligns with policies governing its use. In essence, the application of AI in teaching should aim to improve the quality of educators' work, reduce their burdens, and enable more effective teaching. Teachers need to maintain control over systems, ensuring privacy, reducing bias, and improving equity. It is clear that the future of AI in education holds great promise, yet it requires careful thought, planning, and continuous efforts to ensure it truly serves its purpose in enhancing teaching and learning.
Imagine yourself stepping into a future classroom. You look around and see students engaging with a range of advanced educational technologies. The role of artificial intelligence in this future classroom is a topic of profound interest and concern. The questions around how these AI systems can adapt to varied learning conditions, to what extent they enhance human control rather than replacing it, and how we can navigate the legal, ethical, and privacy risks associated with sharing data with AI. Systems are some of the challenges that the field of education is currently grappling with. At its core, the AI technology that we want to bring into our classrooms should not only be able to understand the complex social dynamics of learning, but should also not oversimplify these dynamics. We are striving for the development of a context, sensitive technology that is able to address biases to benefit a wide range of learners and to avoid negative outcomes. Our focus must always be on human-centered, responsible, and safe AI. Systems that promote fairness, accountability, transparency, and inclusivity. When it comes to immediate objectives for AI in education, we need to establish a consensus on what we mean when we talk about AI being human-centered or ethical. Students, teachers, and stakeholders must be equipped with a deep understanding of AI, its implications, and the specific ethics and equity issues pertaining to its use in educational settings. In essence, we need to make our teachers, students, and stakeholders The future of AI in education also heavily depends on research and development. We need to make a focused effort to include educators in the design and evaluation of AI systems. More importantly, young voices must be involved in the research, data, and design of AI applications. We must also provide enable funding to explore and address different contexts over a longer period of time. Our ultimate goal should be to create an infrastructure that supports the collaboration of AI with big data in a safe and productive environment. Moving ahead, our vision is clear. We want to use AI to enhance education while emphasizing human agency. Strong leadership in this sector is crucial. Leaders need to focus on the specific needs of education and align AI to the policy objectives. We have to keep our priorities straight. AI should be used to achieve the goals defined by educators and policymakers, not to set these goals. In terms of recommendations, we need to ensure humans remain at the center of AI-enabled edtech. This human-in-the-loop approach emphasizes the critical role of educators, parents, students, policymakers, and system leaders. AI technologies and models must align with our educational goals. Instead of focusing solely on the capabilities of AI, we must concentrate on educational needs and how AI can enhance them. Trust in all this is paramount. Trust needs to be built into every step of AI development. The design of edtech should be based on modern learning principles and involve educators at every step. This means developing AI, applications that are inclusive and responsive to a diverse range of learners. Research needs to focus on how AI can adapt to various instructional approaches, and policymakers need to provide clear guidelines for deploying AI. In education, above all, AI. Systems should be made effective, safe, trustworthy, and context-sensitive.
The role and impact of AI in education is an ongoing debate, with key points of discussion being opportunities and risks, trustworthiness, and alignment with educational aspirations. The development of this perspective takes into account inputs from various domestic and international organizations. Moving forward, the department plans to consider specific policies and regulations to maximize AI opportunities in EdTech while minimizing risks. Collaboration will be key, with a strong commitment to working with education leaders, educators, researchers, policymakers, technology developers, community members, learners, and their caregivers to develop resources and guide stakeholders towards safe, equitable, and effective in education. Our collective vision is a future where AI doesn't replace the human touch in education, but rather augments and enhances it.
Thank you to Susanna and James for their reporting on the new U.S. government document Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Teaching and Learning. What do you think? Does it go far enough? Does it go too far? We'd like to know what you think. One thing is for sure. The end of this decade is going to look and feel very different from the start of it. We must prepare our students for this new world, not only to be consumers, but to be creators. The AI educator, Dan Fitzpatrick, is committed to training teachers and helping guide leaders through this turbulent time. He has brought over 15,000 teachers together in the AI Classroom Facebook group and shares ideas and guidance in his weekly newsletter, which can be found at theaieducator.io. If you are looking for AI tools to help you in your classroom, then his tools repository can be found at aieducator.tools. Follow him on LinkedIn and Twitter to stay up to date. Thank you for joining us in exploring this latest guidance. Until next time, I'm Steve Brown, the coolest AI generated host the world has ever seen.